Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10. Here's Brady. Caught by Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Brady now to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski.
This is too easy.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gronkowski, 70 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And there he goes. Reggie Bush. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Reggie Bush, 67 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that... lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Watch out for him on the return. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Reggie Bush with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So what can Brady do here? They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Brady's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender, give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down is Brady. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady again. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady. Taken in here by Powell. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Taking it right down Broadway.
I'm going to show you, man.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They'll try and run it here. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, they stick with Bush. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A give left side, Bush. And some room to roam now. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
On play action, now Brady. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jason Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Hill to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, Bush. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gronkowski, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jason Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Miami. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stage. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
You gotta love it, baby.
And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 36, Brady. He's got Mason complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brady now on first down. Able to shake him off. He finds his man complete. That's Mason. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from Miami. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bush. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Reggie Bush. 69 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Smith. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He's got his tight end. It's Dupree. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Dolphins have got it. These two teams all tied after one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 89 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Brady now on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Marshall, 51 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. We know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On first down, Wilson. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Middle of the field to Jefferson. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now here's a throw. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 99 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand it. And this will be caught at the 30.
How you like it now?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense. They blitz a little bit more. Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Lets it fly for Thielen. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll go again with Bush. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds says the side judge incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski, and that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hurry.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially
That's caught. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back now in Miami. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Miami set to take over.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all. Three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Alabama, 380. Let's see what you got. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check it, reload. Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush, and he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Yeah, I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two? They're going to keep it on the ground.
I'm the best in the game.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. On third down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Brady going to throw here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. First and goal, Bush. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again down here with Bush. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. To throw is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
More than did its job. Now the offense is summing onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6 and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the play? They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Brady going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, really good to